Hello everyone, I am Dattatray representing Vedabi Global Services. Vedabi Global Services is a specialist in providing support and services in BI and EPM space. We provide pre-sale support, health checkup and optimization, installation configuration, upgrade migration, support and maintenance, and end-to-end implementation. So here is the agenda for today's webinar. We will see about prerequisite for HFM installation and configuration option for HFM, dependent component for HFM, post configuration task, HFM client installation, accessing HFM, HFM services, HFM log files, HFM upgradation path, and HFM migration. So if you are planning to install HFM, then there are few prerequisites for HFM. The first one is Oracle database client. So if you use Oracle database as a relational database for HFM, then you also need to install Oracle database client of 64-bit, because HFM use Oracle client of 64-bit to communicate with the relational database. You also need to configure DCOM. We will see about this DCOM configuration in upcoming slide. Then you also need to install .NET framework and IIS of supported version. And HFM does not support Linux as an operating system, because the HFM needs IIS and the .NET framework, and these two components are the Windows based. In the earlier release of HFM, you get this Windows apart from the default configuration window in the HFM 931 system. Here you get the window which has the several tabs like application server, security, web server, related content, and so on. In the version of EPM 122, when you configure HFM, you select the option for the HFM configuration, that is configure DCOM, configure database, configure application server, configure application cluster, configure web server, deploy to application server. So if this is a fresh installation of the HFM, then there is no need to select the last option, that is upgrade application from earlier release. This option is used for if you are migrating or upgrading your HFM application from earlier release. So we will see this configuration option for the HFM one by one. The first option is for the configuring DCOM. To configure the DCOM, you should have a user with the administrative rights, and you also need to select this option, that is enable DCOM on this machine. HFM relies on the DCOM communication between HFM client, HFM server, and HFM application server in a multi-server environment. If DCOM connection are blocked or dropped, then HFM application will not function properly. You need to have the DCOM communication, and it is required between the individual HFM application server or any machine that has ADM driver installed like FDM server, HFM web server, HFM Smart View web server, HFM desktop client. So the next option for configuring HFM is configure cluster. Now HFM allows the grouping of one or more HFM application server behind a friendly cluster name. The major advantage of using HFM cluster over an explicit HFM application server is that the HFM cluster allows you to add and remove servers without end user having to make any changes. So this is the option for configuring HFM when for web server. You select this option to enable financial management, smart view, lifecycle management, financial management web services, has a web application in IIS. The last option, that is web session timeout. You can accept the default values or you can specify timeout in minutes. This value applies to all financial management web application. So when you install HFM, you also need to install other EPM component, that is financial reporting, SBase, foundation services, and FDM. Financial reporting enables you to generate formatted, book quality financial management reports that comply with regulation and external requirement. You can use SBase to use extended analysis features. Then you uh, use of foundation services to enable user provisioning and sharing metadata among financial management application or between financial management and other product. You also install FDM to migrate financial data from third-party software into EPM application like HFM, SBase or planning application. After installation and configuration of HFM, there are few tasks for after uh, configuration. These are validating the installation and verifying deployment. Then you can perform provisioning, and for extended analysis you can create the UDL file and optionally encrypt it. You use validate.bat utility to generate diagnostic report to check connectivity of EPM system component. You can use EPM registry.bat to generate deployment report. This deployment report can help you to resolve any issue that might arise in your deployment. So now we will see about HFM client. There are few changes has been made in HFM client for EPM 121 and EPM 122. As you can see in the screen, there are changes has been made in EPM 122. As you can see on the screen for the EPM 122, many existing functions are cut down for HFM. Now it has only profile manager and metadata manager, and rest of all functions are available via web, including creating application tasks. So now you use the profile manager to define the application profile, which after that you can use this profile file to create HFM classic application. And this HFM client for EPM122, it can be installed in any machine since it can only be used in offline mode and it has no dependency of HFM server component. So when you create this application profile, you can enter languages for your HFM application. You can define calendar, frequency, period, and you can define custom dimension for your HFM application. And after that, you use this application profile to create the classic type HFM application. You can access HFM via workspace. When you navigate to administer, then you can have many options to access HFM component like a dimension library where you can maintain your dimensions for the HFM. Then application library where you validate and deploy your HFM application. These are the window processes for HFM application server. So when you start HFM financial management services, then HSX service.exe gets started along with the other processes. This CAS security.exe, this is the process that manages the interface between financial management and a Hyperion shared service module. It handles some of authorization and authentication process for HFM as well as the security related features while the application is running. HFM opens one HSV data source.exe process on HFM server per active application. These connections are application specific. So if multiple applications are opened, multiple HSV data source.exe processes will be launched. These are the HFM log file. So when you get any issue in HFM application, then you can track this error in these log files. So if you are planning to upgrade your HFM to the earlier release, that is EPM 123, then Oracle has a recommended upgradation path for. So if you have HFM environment of EPM 121 or EPM 120, then you can upgrade your system to EPM 123. You need to apply maintenance release to upgrade your system to EPM 123. And if your environment is EPM 113, then first you need to apply maintenance release of EPM 114, and then you can upgrade your system to EPM 123. And if your environment is on EPM 933, then first you need to upgrade your system to EPM 122, and then you can apply maintenance release to upgrade to EPM 123. Now HFM migration. You can migrate a HFM application from one environment to another environment. Like if you are planning to migrate HFM application from development server to production server, then you can achieve this task by using LCM, or you can use HFM application utility. The advantage of HFM application utility over LCM is that when you migrate HFM application by using LCM, then you just migrate HFM application artifacts, not the HFM data. But you can not only migrate HFM application, but you can also migrate HFM data by using HFM application utility. So thanks for participating in this webinar. We will look forward to see you again in the upcoming webinar for Vedavi Global Services. Please contact us for any query related to BI, EPM space, to email and mobile numbers available on the contact us slide. Have a great time.